Hey everybody, welcome back to Be Love, Receive Love Tarot. My name is Milo. I'll be your reader for this evening. It is Father's Day technically today when I'm filming, so happy Father's Day to any fathers or whatever that are watching, if they are. I've got 3 piles pulled out for you. I'm going to do a tarot as per usual. It's the opposite week. So tonight I'm going to do straight lights here with the Rider-Waite for clarification. Take what resonates, leave what does not. There are many people that watch these occasionally. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't try to make it fit. Pile 1, your option is a sailboat. Should pick some trinkets tonight. Pieces. Pile 2, you have the elephant's head. It's a pendant as well. And then pile 3, just this little amethyst stone. My sister gave it to me. It's cute. Okay, so you know what pile you've chosen. I will see you when you pick your timestamp below. Pile 1. If you chose the sailboat, this is your reading. So, I'm going to be doing a tarot spread that I'm going to be using in my new tarot channel, whose name I have to change my name of my channel. So bear with me while I figure that out. Somebody else has already used it, and I looked back as far back as I could possibly go on her channel. She's definitely had it longer than I have. Okay, Sarah, life goes on. Let's figure out what's going on in your life. Pile 1. Oh, that's not very happy. That's not very happy at all. Okay, pile 1. Oh, my heart's breaking for you guys. My heart's breaking for you. So, you guys are going through something sad, depressing, heartbreaking. Feeling like you want to end it all, but you can't. You don't know where to stop the suffering. You don't know where to start fixing it. For somebody, you don't know if you want to go back to school. Or you feel like your pathway through school is blocked. It's for somebody. Now, in your first position, which is my current events, you're trying to stay still. You're trying not to be impulsive. You're trying not to react to some kind of situation, whether that be issues going on in your immediate surroundings to a love situation. You're trying not to express how you feel. You're holding back. The Knight of Wands is forward movement, but it's also fighty or flighty. In the reverse, I feel like it's more, withholding, not moving forward, not fighting or fighting, just kind of being passive-aggressive about the situation. So this could be your energy or the person you're dealing with. And then in your second position, which is what's going on in your heart space, your heart is being ripped, but also kind of sewn back together. So it's hard to say if the heart is being ripped apart at the seam where the stitch was from a previous heartbreak, or if it's, something's putting it back together and you're healing from whatever it is that has put you in this heartache situation. position is your fears and your doubts, and for the Page of Swords in this, if this has to do with a person, you're fearing that they're not going to be interested in you. You're fearing that they're not going to feel like you're worth the time and effort to get to know, is what I'm getting from this particular message. And you're kind of feeling like, you're going to fall back into an old habit and be left out in the cold again, because in this position is your past, and it kind of it blends into it when I read through my way. So your fears are stemming from your past. I really feel, feeling left out possibly from somebody else that treated you like this. Okay. The lesson that you need to learn is to look at things from a different perspective. Look at things from a point of view where you don't feel like the world is out to get you, or you're not going to be left out in the cold. This person is not going to recreate the havoc that you've experienced in the past, okay? Your intuition knows that something's not over. So you're in a connection that, you feel like maybe they aren't as invested as you are into the connection, and they might leave you out in the cold. But your intuition is telling you that it's not over. Like, there's still hope to be had. The death has not happened yet. Okay, there's still hope. The death in reverse can also mean other things. Let's take a peek here. Clinging on to the past. Yeah, the fear of change, right? And that's what's going on in your third eye. Like, your third... And this is also saying the end of hope. So I guess maybe I interpret that a little bit differently than Chris Ann does. But, so maybe you're feeling kind of helpless, if I were to reword this. So I apologize before. Mercury retrograde does mess with some things, but I don't want to blame it all on the Mercury retrograde. I'm still learning. I feel this loss of hope you're having is because you're not looking at things from a different perspective. You need to change your point of view, that it's not all lost, that there is hope to be had. And you have the Seven of Swords in reverse for your future dreams, which I feel, when I read tarot, I see things when they're facing to the right, it's moving forward, and when you're facing to the left, it's moving backwards or returning to something. And I really feel, for this being that it's in your bigger dreams, like the dreams that you have of the future, I feel like this is you dreaming of them returning to you. Somebody that may have left you out in the cold in the past, that you didn't invest yourself in, or get to know them. I don't know. Take what resonates with your own. But this is also talking about the possibility of not allowing this return, because right underneath that in your immediate future is the Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away from something towards better days, chasing sunsets. Whereas this guy's kind of sneaking back in the moon. This girl is like lit her cup, let it float on out with all of her worries, and she's chasing sunsets, is what I see in this. So it's like walking away from the past, lighting that on fire, doing a release ceremony and just letting go. And as scary as that is, because you are used to seeing things in a familiar tone, your focus, your baseline here is the King of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel maybe this has to do with not being so reserved, because right by the Knight of Wands in reverse next to the King of Pentacles in reverse, I really feel like this is stagnant energy. Like, the blockages that you're receiving because of this previous heartbreak is what's stopping you from moving on to your brighter days. Now, I mean, if the Eight of Cups was in the reverse as well, that would talk about a return with the Seven of Swords, which the Seven of Swords is often talks about sneaking back in the guise of night, or like, you know, being suspicious in some way. But in the reverse, if I were to just look at this again, just for the sake of you, a need for perspective and honesty, yeah, you know, or you feel like something was stolen, or, you know, you feel like you've been had by this person in the past. Let's get some clarity. I'm not going to clarify all of it, just ones that don't make a lot of sense. First off, I want to figure out this Three of Swords. If this is you healing from the past, or if this is you still clinging to the past. Let's figure that out first. This is you clinging to the idea of the past. This isn't even like this. If this was in the upright, I would say that you were clinging on to like the hopes of a family life, a solid foundation with this person. But because it's in the reverse, it's like you're hurt because they weren't this Ten of Pentacles that you wanted them to be. You know, you wanted so badly for it to be them, but it wasn't. It was somebody else, possibly, or, you know, whatever the case is. I'm being told to do this as well. The loss of hope. Queen of Wands is a go-getter energy with the loss of hope, and it's in your intuition. I feel like you have all the hope that you need. You just need to reach out. You need to be forward thinking. The Queen of Wands is this sexy go-getter, tells it like it is, you know, knows she's hot shit and can get what she wants and goes after it, okay? And to have that with, you know, a loss of hope, I feel like you've kind of lost a confidence in yourself to be able to get what it is that you want. Seven of Swords in reverse with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This often talks about a solid offer. It's also a card of black magic, and lined up with the Seven of Swords. That's pretty sketch for me, especially in a reverse. Like, their black magic isn't working. Okay, so I'm getting more of a gossip than anything. Like, somebody's talking badly about you to this person in your past. You know, saying, you know, like, oh, they're not all that, you can do so much better. I'm getting the word, like, white trash. I don't, that's for somebody, not all, but, like, they're calling you white trash or something. Take what resonates, please, again. I only get the messages. And then this King of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit. You feel like you've had a missed opportunity with this person. This is earth energy as well. I guess the signs that you have would be Pisces with this Hangman, and then you have the Death card under here, which is Scorpio. So water energy, plus you have the Moon over here, which is Pisces and Cancer. So you have heavy water energy in this. Heavy water energy. It really is what it comes down to. So anyway, a missed opportunity with possibly a water sign, or you have water in your chart. This is Earth card as well, so take what resonates. But that's what I'm going to clarify. If you want to book a private reading with me, please reach out. How to do so is in the description box below. And don't forget to hit like, share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It does help my channel, this one, and it'll also help you when I switch over to my other channel, because I will post a video here for you to know how to go and subscribe there. So keep on getting awesome free reads from me. Alright, anyway, take care, guys. Oh, come on. Pile 2. If you chose the elephant, this is your reading. So again, I told pile 1, I will tell you as well, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the spread that I will be using in my new tarot channel. Just as a little excitement from me to you. Let's get rid of that energy from the last read. My nose is itching. Somebody's about to get some very truthful information from this read. Alright, Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know? Jeez. Wow. So pile 1 had this card in this exact position, but upright. So that's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Empress energy. That is Taurus and Libran energy. Justice is Libran energy. So quite a bit of air. The Fool is Aries and Aries and Virgo. Aries and Virgo. And 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. Somebody has a soulmate returning. I mean, told to look at the bottom. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's not going to be single for very much longer. If you are single, you're not going to be very much longer. A soulmate from your past is coming back. Now, usually I start here, but I'm being told right off the bat, because this is your focus card, which I usually read at the end. However, the reason why I'm saying somebody's coming back, this is your focus card, and it's the 8 of Cups in reverse, which is a return, okay? Now, your very first card is the 6 of Cups in the reverse. This is a blocked soulmate, okay? I want to read, I haven't really gotten the 6 of Cups in reverse before. So you need to let somebody in. You need to let somebody come back. And you need to forgive somebody. There's a big lesson to be had for you. Somebody from your past wants to come back in, and you need to let them for forgiveness, because you're still hurting. You haven't healed from this. Your 3 of Swords in the upright is not only the heartbreak, but it's also the healing. The 3 of Swords in reverse is like a lack of healing from the heartbreak, okay? So you're hurting from this person, this past soulmate, okay? And you need to forgive them. You need to allow them to come back to you and offer you this closure. Now, in your fears and doubts, you have the Ace of Cups. So this could go one of 2 ways. You either fear the fact that a new cycle would start and the heartbreak would repeat itself, and that you would be stuck in a past cycle, or it could also mean that you are scared that they won't offer you their cup of love if you return, because maybe you want to have them back. We get into a little bit further, okay? Now, in your recent past, you have the Justice, so a double-edged sword. So maybe justice was served in the time being, where a possible separation, being as somebody has to return, a possible separation from somebody, it had to be done. You guys were at war with each other. I'm getting, you guys were bickering and fighting like you're married, so to speak. You could have been. But I'm just getting that expression, you know, like fighting like you're married out of all of this. And that's why there's a huge need for forgiveness, because I feel like you guys were both kind of going through a dark night of the soul, and you were trying to heal together. Now, what's interesting to me is the Empress in reverse. Some of you may have tried to have a child with this person and it did not work out. So be aware of that. The lesson, you know, this is in the state of the lesson. And the need for self-care and being independent, I really feel, is huge for you, but also a need to release a codependency. So healing from a codependent relationship, learning how to be independent while in a relationship is huge. Not being, you can't count on your person to be there every step of the way for you, right? And I really feel like the lesson for you personally with all of these cards is learning forgiveness, learning self-care. A huge part of self-care is learning to forgive those who hurt you, not for them, but for your own peace of mind, so that it doesn't eat you alive, okay? So please, 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 learn forgiveness for yourself. It doesn't have to be you tell them you forgive, you're forgiven, you win, da 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 da, I'll take over, I'll bend over and take it back from you, whatever. You don't have to be like that. You can just say, I forgive you for what you did to me, or for the situation for what is, but I still choose to move on from it. Okay, closure. You need closure, forgiveness, and closure. But somebody is coming back, definitely, and there's a plan being made. This person is hashing out this plan to return. Somebody could be driving towards you. You could live by water, or they live by water. A plan to visit. Now, what strikes me as odd is that in your personal growth and success in your bigger dreams, things to focus on while you're going through all this is the Page of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So the Page of Pentacles is usually like a solid offer, and it's a start of something. It's not like the end-all, be-all of all your problems, but it's the start of something. Now, it's in the reverse. Okay, so I'm just going to... Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. Just give me one sec. I almost gave you a freaking terrible misinformation there. Being non-committal. Learning from past mistakes. Not bringing your plans down to earth. So I feel like maybe you guys, kind of wanted your cake and eat it too with this person. You wanted to, have a relationship, but without the title. That could be for somebody, but you could also just be like, I want to be with you, but in private. And I feel like this is a need to prioritize your partner, prioritize what's important in your life. What is important to you? Is it, somebody's opinion of who you're dating is important to you? Or is it, the fact that the person that you're dating that somebody else isn't a huge fan of happens to treat you like frickin' gold? Like a queen, an empress, an emperor, whatever, okay? And in your near future is this leap of faith. This leap into the unknown, this leap of faith, with the focus card being a return card. It's a leap of faith to return. And I feel like if you just, okay, I'm getting it, grow a set is what I'm being told. Grow a set and just get out there and return. Even if it's just for closure, I promise you it's good for you. It will be. You will appreciate the closure. You don't have to be like, well, my tarot reader told me to come here and forgive you and get closure. No. Go towards them with, a little bit of empathy to the situation. At one point in time, you did love them. It's there. They were a soulmate, or at least you thought they were. I mean, you have lots of soulmates. It doesn't mean that they aren't your soulmate, But anyway, you forgiving them is for you, not them. So, yeah, you're stuck. Let's see here. Let's get some clarity. I'm being told the 8 of Cups right off the bat. Wow, okay. Now there's that solid offer, the return, the solid offer. And it's funny because I was actually going to clarify this first, but Spirit said, no, go to the Eight of Cups first, and that's why. Your solid offer, the return. I mean, if this isn't them returning to you, this is you returning to them. And you're going to know what fits to you. You're going to know whether or not the person in your past, if it resonates that they would be the person that would return to you, or if it's something more like you need to be the one to return. You need to be the one to give them the offer because, you know, they've done all that they could do in the situation, or whatever resonates best for you. Please take what resonates. Everybody's situation is different. I'm reading for quite a few people. I want to get why the Justice is in the recent past. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Now, Nine of Swords is usually anxiety, sleeping up at night, and I can't imagine that it being in the reverse is even better. Paranoia, inability to think clearly, but the action towards healing. So I feel like you weren't thinking, you were paranoid that this person was going to harm you in some way or take your money for somebody. Whatever the case is, you sought the justice and you got justice, or at least that's what you think, but I feel at the same time, the justice that you feel that you've reaped from this is still giving you paranoia. The what if, the staying up at night, you know, wondering if you reached out to them, would they talk to you back? Definitely, I think they would. I want to get clarity on the Empress as well for you, which is the Queen of Wands in reverse, and yeah, this actually popped up in the first pile too. Now, the Queen of Wands is a like sexy goddess, knows what she wants and goes after it. Jealousy. Well, that's easy enough. Yeah, that says a lot, isn't it? Could be third party jealousy possibly in there. I mean, the Empress herself is the number 3. There's 2 women here, the Queen of Wands and the Empress. So I feel like maybe there was 2 women involved or 2 men involved in this situation, and you know, you're like, well, you know, if they can't choose between the 2 of us, I'm not going to be an option. You chose self-care, which is good, but now this plan, because they're like, shit, like they were the one, I want to come back, but they don't know how to give you that pentacle. And it reverses if you need to. But the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. They want to give you this offer. That's 2 new aces plus 2 Page of Pentacles. Like, I can't. Plus the Fool. Like, this is all. We might as well get clarity on the Fool. Waiting for the right wave to jump onto. Waiting for the right perfect time to come back. Okay? I'm curious, is there a sign for you? There's water and Aquarius energy and the Empress. I tried to pick up 1, but it gave me 2. The Empress, Taurian energy. So if there's a message for somebody, if you're dealing with somebody that has Taurian or Libran energy and they have been very silent, they are coming out of the silence. If this is you being silent, this is you, a Taurian or a Libran energy that needs to come out of silence, okay? Take what resonates. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, you know, Taurus, Libran again, the Aries, the Virgo, and Libra again. So Taurus and Libra and very strong, a little bit of Aquarius, some Aries, some Virgo. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope that it did. If it did and you want to book a personal reading to get more information on this, please feel free. The link, or well, not the link, but how to is in the description box below. Take care, and I hope to see you. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you at our next reading. Okay, pile 3. If you chose the amethyst, this is your reading. Okay, you got a secret message. Oops. As I wipe the fuck out. Hangman. So, Mercury retrograde. There's a reason why I don't like filming. I almost wiped out. That was fun. For those of you who chose pile 3, I hope you enjoyed almost getting to see me wipe the fuck out on camera. I probably wouldn't have posted it if that was the case. Surrendering to the will of the cosmos, letting go, embracing the new. Wipe out. So somebody is in need to surrender and, let the universe catch you. I'm being told. That's funny that happened that way. Okay, I just want to clear some energy out of these before I even shuffle yours, because I got some similar energies in the first 2 readings. Not sure if that was coinkydinks or just kind of some crappy shuffling. So don't want my pile 3s thinking that they're connected to somebody else. Anyway, Mercury retrograde, people. This is why I don't wear this. Okay, Spirit, please tell me what's going on in group 3's life. Pile 3, group 3. Wow. Oh, you guys are going through something, aren't you? Oi, 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 guys. Oi, oi, oi. Holy smokes. You guys okay? You need a hug? I'll give you a hug. I'll give you a hug. Okay. First position, current events. You're crying over spilt milk. Something's not going the way you want it. And you're manifesting your own destiny, so really you're kind of doing it to yourself, is what this spread is saying. You're all this negative mindset, all this woe is me, all this everybody sucks and they're hurting me. This is all this negative mindset that you need to get out of, and you need to get out of it now. This crying over spilt milk is just no good. In your heart space, you have the Fool in reverse, guys. The Fool in the upright is a leap of faith. It's also the first card, or sorry, is it? Yeah, it's the first card in the deck, or the last, depending on the deck that you use. Rash or impulsive choices, lacking experience, foolishness, thinking you already have the answer when you don't. So, this is, Spirit is telling you guys you got some shadow work to do, and it has a lot to do with impulsive thinking. I'm surprised that the Knight of Wands is not in here, but we'll get into that part in a minute. I don't want to complete the reading before I get through the whole reading to get the biggest picture I can for you. So you're crying over spilt milk. You're doing it to yourself. I mean, this is like you're crying over the way somebody else has treated you. This is like you've done this to yourself, And I mean, if you wanted me to, I can, because I will. Just to make sure, because I haven't done reversals in a while. Crying over spilt milk. It says it right in the thing, yeah. Rooting deeply into shadow work without healing and letting go. Old stories becoming a part of you, callousness and being jaded. So I really feel like, You think you know, but you don't. Even with this, it was like thinking that you have the answers to something that you have no idea. You think you know something, you have no idea. Okay? Like this reading can't be any more clear. You think you know something, you have no idea. And that's what this reading is saying at this point. In your doubts and fears, you have the Five of Swords, which, is conflict. And I feel like this is inner conflict for you. You're kind of battling with yourself. You could feel like somebody has an unfair advantage on you. Um, but you need to build up your confidence, and just because you don't know the answers doesn't mean that you don't have to be a confident person. Okay, you can you can be confident in yourself and still not know the answers to something, but be confident enough to be okay with that and learn the answer instead of just assuming you know the answer when you don't. Um, the recent past has brought this to light. Not wanting to let go of the negative emotion, you've hit a rock bottom. You're feeling helpless and devastated, and you're resisting the inevitable. So whatever you're going through, so whatever you think you know about this situation, you don't know. You don't know the truth behind everything. You think you do, but you don't. You don't have any bloody idea. Okay? You're so trapped in this crying over spilt milk over this, woe is me, that you don't know the whole story because you're only focused on your perspective. And it's funny because the hangman popped out. Right? Because I said there was a secret message and it popped out and it's looking at things through a different lens, a different perspective, because what you think you know is completely wrong, just so you're aware. My cards aren't lying. They don't do that. And so you can get mad and you can turn this off if you want and not face your shadow work. But you don't know the answers you think you know to whatever situation you came asking about. Okay? Jealousy, being afraid to take a risk, not being totally honest with yourself. Again, you need to build on your self-confidence and let go of what other people think. And this is the lesson. Not allowing somebody else's idea influence your actions towards something. So whatever you've come here asking about, you're like, I know exactly, what's going on, it's their fault, whatever. It's not. Okay? You need to come to terms with that. You need to be aware that, jealousy is jealousy is just toxicity that stems from a lack mindset. You're jealous because somebody else has something that you want. And oftentimes I wouldn't be surprised if I pulled a chakra card and I got the victim card with your reading, because this is just saying like this path is being blocked because there's something better coming towards you. Okay? In your intuition, in your third eye, and you have the Four of Cups. Now, it's in the reverse. Okay, a gentle nudge to stop complaining. That's what this is. Your intuition, your third eye is sitting there telling you you need to stop complaining. You need to stop crying over spilt milk. You needed to stop thinking that whatever this is, whoever this is, they're not out to get you. They just want to do, they just want to do what they do best and keep going. Is what I'm getting from this. Now, for you to regress, but almost not, because you're going from the Four of Cups in the reverse, you're taking a step back and you're going into the Three of Cups, which is a dream big. So you're trying to flip it around. You're trying to dream about friendships, abundance, cooperation, community, closeness with siblings, joy, communication, celebration, soul contracts. You are trying to dream into existence abundance and happiness and joy, but currently you are too busy sitting in a negative mindset. You could have this Three of Cups. You could have, this abundance, this fun and all that, but you're sitting in this negative, pessimistic mindset and you need to get out of it. Now, what's coming in your immediate future is the Eight of Wands in reverse. I've never seen it in reverse. Delays, unfocused energy, a lack of direction, a burnout, or a tendency to hesitate. So maybe you're kind of overworking yourself right now. You're about to burn out. You need to slow yourself down. Stop complaining. Ask for help. Okay? Stop thinking from this negative mindset. So maybe you want help from somebody and you're not asking them for it because you feel like you know more about the situation than they do. Like you think you have it all figured out as to why they're doing what they're doing. You have no idea. You have no fucking idea. Just so you're aware. I'm just being told that right off the hot. Right, what you need to focus on, your baseline energy. This is your advice, your focus. This is your temperance. This is finding balance. This is, alchemy. It's moderation. It's harmony. It's creating balance between your masculine and your feminine energies. It's duality. It's, divine timing. It's patience. It's restraint. It's all these thing, like the yin and the yang of everything. It's knowing the ebb and flow and knowing that some people go through ups and downs and you could just be in one of your downs right now, which means that the only way to go is up. Okay? So I want to know a little bit more as to why you're crying over spilt milk. Let's see if I can pinpoint some stuff for you. Spirit, clarity. Crying over spilt milk. Somebody was aggressive with you. Somebody hurt your feelings. Somebody did something you didn't like. So you got vengeful with them and it didn't work out for you. It didn't turn out in your favor and now you're crying over spilt milk because it didn't work and now you need their help. It's for somebody. The Fool in reverse. There's a lack of leap. This, needing to see things from a different point of view. And the Page of Wands on top of that. This is you. This is you needing to communicate your truth. It's you needing to take action, to apologize, to say, you know what, I don't know all the answers. Maybe I made a mistake. And that's for somebody. Let's get this Ten of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant. Non-committal energy. This is a lack of, the Hierophant in the upright is like long-term commitment. The Hierophant in the reverse is like separation. Maybe somebody left the situation. Maybe somebody's leaving the situation. Let's get this Hierophant here. Abuse of power. Ego-based leadership. I need to connect with spirit. So I feel like maybe you might be in a position of power and you created a drama that wasn't needed. you were ego driven. You felt like this person had you, like they had the upper hand with you somehow. Like, you know, you're crying over spilt milk. They got aggressive. They won the situation. They had their way. They got their way. Okay? You're not moving forward from what's happened. You're still sitting in this woe is me energy. You're not moving forward. You're in balance. You know, you know what needs to be done. You know that the situation needs to be fixed in order things to go back to normal, to a teamwork, to a balanced environment, and you're just not doing it. So that's, you know, your prerogative. You don't have to communicate. You can block your communication in the future. But I also, what did I say was the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and I'm having a brain fart again. I'm sorry, guys. It's Mercury retrograde. I'm trying. You guys are probably already tuned out of this video. You're so mad at me, but that's okay. Unfocusing, instability, delays. So I feel like you're delaying the situation from closure. You're delaying the situation from being fixed, you know, because you're crying over spilt milk. You still think that, you know, but you don't. And the cards are literally saying you don't know. Yeah, your sharp tongue, you don't know. This instability, this person, whoever you're dealing with, they're no bullshit. They don't take shit from anybody. This is King of Swords. Like, they're a no bullshit attitude person. Like, they are, you know, fuck me, fuck you. And they will stick to their guns. That's who they are. And they don't tolerate bullshit. You know, there's going to be a delay because there's going to be heads butting, you know, like you see all the heads of these, they're all, most Eight of Wands, it's like they're all shooting out, but these ones almost looks like they're all shooting in, like you're about to butt heads with this person if you don't fix it, if you don't find the balance between the two of you. And to be honest with you, looking at this, I'm feeling they could win the situation, because if it's fuck them, it's fuck you. And I think being in a position of power, somebody is a fuck you. Yeah, you're stuck. You're feeling stuck, like your hands are tied, like you don't know the answers, but you do. You don't know the answers, you don't know it all, but you know you need to fix the situation. Yeah, there's the Ace of Wands. You need to communicate. Queen of Wands is holding the Ace of Wands. She's upside down. You need to turn that wand upright and communicate. So that's what I have for you guys. If that resonated, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If that was your story, but you are in the situation of the not boss and it's your boss, that's telling you to stand the fuck up to them, because they do not know what's best. I mean, again, take what resonates with this stuff too. This is not for everybody. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you soon. Take care, guys.